Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here with Vision Marketing and Design, and today we are live inside of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what I'm going to teach you today is how to actually set up your sales pipelines and how to automate your processes. Okay, this is really, really important because you need to be able to track your leads and your sales, because even if you're in affiliate marketing, some people think, well, I just share a link and it's so easy, but it's a business, right? If you want to be successful, you need to look at your business as a business. That involves tracking your sales and your leads and analyzing where things are going wrong so that you can adjust. Okay. You can spend 3 years trying to learn how to earn income online, but you're going to be blind if you don't have a system set up like this. Okay, now what you're looking at here is actually the dashboard of HighLevel. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with my program, I am a software reseller, and I have agreements. I've partnered with multiple different companies to resell their SaaS. Okay, so HighLevel is one of the tools that we resell. So we also have Tier 5, we have Genius Messenger CRM. But if you want to become a member of HighLevel, or you just want to use the tools at a much cheaper price, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can actually create a free trial. If you create, or I'm sorry, if you get the beginner plan, you get access to all of the HighLevel tools in addition to all of the other benefits of being in the program. Okay, so let's actually dive into this training. All right, so just to give you an overview, first of all, this is your main dashboard, and this is tracking your opportunities. Okay, and I'm going to get more into this, but I want to give you an overview so that when we start building our sales pipelines, you understand. Okay, so closed means that that we won. Okay, meaning like we have, we've made the sale. Okay, open is maybe it's a free trial, and then lost is we lost the sale. Okay, so what this opportunities here is, this is tracking. Now it doesn't know what to track unless we tell it, and that's why we need to build the sales pipeline. Okay, so we also have this option. Now this is just my demo account. Okay, so you see here that it's tracking the value. Okay, and again, it doesn't know the value unless we tell it, and it's going to base the conversion rate off of how many opportunities did we have open and how many did we close. Okay, meaning that we won them. Okay, and it's going to give us a percentage here. Also, it gives you this really cool funnel design so that you can I'm a visual person. I don't know about you, but I love to see, colors and something to actually, visualize the pipeline. And you can toggle between your different pipelines. You see in this demo account, I only have 3 different pipelines, but if I wanted to check out maybe the power dialer pipeline, I could click there and then check out, of course I could set the dates and all of that stuff, but I actually only have demo information in this pipeline. Okay, so that's why it shows up. We also have the stages in the pipeline. Okay, so we have the actual pipeline, which this one is called lead pipeline, and then we have the different stages within the pipeline, and that is these stages here, right? So we have the lost, abandoned, we have the won, sold, and so on. All right. Of course, you have some different actions down here, but this is all set with the sales pipeline. Okay, so how do you create that? It's actually super, super easy, that you'll be shocked that you didn't have this set up before. Now you can see in my demo account here, I am in the lead pipeline, and you can adjust all of that here, right? So maybe I wanted to search a specific date, or maybe I just want to keep this as like the last 30 days or this month. I could do that. I could set that there. I could also choose whether I wanted to view them in ascending or descending order. I can toggle between my pipelines here. I can also choose, do I want to, maybe if I'm the user, right, which I'm a user on this account, do I want to only look at my pipelines that are assigned to me? So if I have a team, this is really important, because maybe your team wants to get access to the account and then only look at the pipelines that are assigned to them. They can do that. But you could also look at at all the pipelines here. Okay. You also have campaigns. So if you have, different campaigns that you have that are assigned to the user, you can check that out there. And if you want to look at all the open opportunities or just the ones that were won or lost or abandoned, you could choose all of that there. Okay. Now, to create a new member, okay, so let's say that I had a lead today, maybe I had a conversation, and I wanted to add them to my sales pipeline. Because before I get into the automation, I know that that overwhelms a lot of people. And really, when you first get started with your business, you may not know, what is the lifetime value of your client, or, how you don't really know what type of stages maybe that you need to actually keep track of. And so don't let any of that overwhelm you. You can actually do this manually. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to create a sales pipeline. All right. Now I'm going to click here. And what I'm going to do is create a pipeline for a tool that I promote. Or actually, let's just do My Vision Agency. Okay. So this is my membership program. And we actually have I do have in my live account a actual pipeline just like this. Okay. So there are actually 4 levels. All right. So we have the free trial. All right. So that's going to be my first stage. And then we have the beginner plan. Okay. So this is actually a free trial of the beginner plan. So let me add that there. And then once they become a member, meaning their trial is over, then they're going to be on the beginner plan. Okay. Then we have another plan. It's called the business plan. Okay. I do want to say hello to Maria and Linwood and Floyd for watching on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, we're going to add a professional plan as well. Okay, now, like I was saying, you may not have any idea what stages you need, but you definitely need at least 3 stages. Okay, you need a stage where they've opted into something. Okay, you may, like I choose, because I have different products and things that I work with, I have different pipelines. For example, Genius Messenger CRM. I'm a reseller for that as well. I have a different pipeline for that. Okay. And then My Vision Agency, I have a different pipeline for that. Even with my affiliate offers. Okay. If this was HighLevel, then I have a HighLevel pipeline. And then I have when someone creates a free trial, or when they actually become a customer and they're at the $97 level, or when they're at the $297 level, or when they're at the $497 level, because I have different bonuses and things like that that I offer. Okay. So that is another way of keeping track of all of your sales. Okay. So let's go ahead and say this is the pipeline that we're going to create. We can also choose whether we want it visible in the funnel chart or the pie chart, and we do. You could also check out some of this stuff here, but this is the gist. Okay. So now we have our My Vision Agency pipeline. All right. If I go back over to the opportunities, I can actually view that pipeline here. Okay. But we actually don't have anyone in it. Okay. Now, there are multiple ways of managing your pipeline. All right. Now, what I'm going to show you today is how to, let's go to the lead pipeline. Okay. There is a way, and you totally can do this, of just moving the card to the next stage in the pipeline and then updating everything. Okay. So let's say that I have a lead. Okay. And the lead booked an appointment. Okay. And maybe it was this person here. So I could just move this card over, and then I could have it trigger my workflow to send a whole automation, maybe a campaign, send them an email, whatever I want to do, right? I can base it off of this move here. However, I actually, and if you're setting this up for like a local business or something like that, or someone who's not very techy, if you're doing this for a client, this is probably how you want to set this up. Okay. Where all they have to do is check out their pipelines, and they can just move them through the stages, okay, of the pipeline. However, the problem that I don't like with that is it's so easy to make a mistake. Okay. Now think about, M. Lynn here. Okay. Now, what if she is just a lead? Okay. And then I come over here and I'm like, okay, I want to move her to interested, but I accidentally just go one over and then I moved her to booked appointment. Now she's going to get a whole bunch of automations. Like she might get appointment reminders, or she might get, access to a membership area, and she's going to get an email. So it's very easy to make a mistake like this. Okay. So if you want to move the cards over, I'll definitely do a training on that at a different time. But what I want to show you how to do is actually use tags. Okay. Tags are really, really great. And there are multiple ways of using them, but that's what I'm going to show you today. And we're going to set up tags for each of the stages so that as soon as, when we're in the conversations tab, because this is really the place I like to hang out. Okay. I like to look at all my new messages here. I can look at all of the unread messages, any emails, phone calls, text messages, any Facebook messages, Instagram, all of those things are going to end up here in the conversations tab. So typically what happens is someone messages me asking for more information, or they've called me, or they've, somehow, right? So what I do is I go over here. Now, if I am, again, if I'm doing this manually, and and maybe I sign them up for a trial or something. Okay. Then what's really cool is I can just come over here and add a tag. Okay. So maybe I have a tag, that says, free trial. And then as soon as I tag them that, and then I save, as soon as I add that there, like, let's just try, we have a tag called free birthday wisher. So let's say that I have a tag. As soon as I tag this free birthday wisher, then it's going to create, or it's going to trigger all of these automations, like changing the pipeline, updating the value, all these things that I can do, sending an email, right? I can set up all of those things based on this tag, which makes it really, really simple. All right. And then, of course, you just want to save. All right. Now, there is a manual way, like I said, of doing this. So let's go back here. I want to show you the manual way. Okay. So if I wanted to add someone, right, to a pipeline, I could type in their name here, and you'll see that it pulls up my contact list. All right. So let's do, and let's just choose this person. And then it shows, all the tags that they currently have and their company email, company information and phone number. And then I can manually change them in the pipeline. So maybe I wanted to add them to my vision agency, and I wanted to add them to the free trial because, again, I just manually sign them. Or maybe I got a notification from my affiliate company that I had a new sign up. And of course, I want to come back here and I want to enter all their information. If you don't have them as a contact yet, definitely add them to a contact. Okay, that's really easy to do. You can just go to the contacts tab and click the plus sign. All right, so you want to add them as a contact. Once you do that, all of their information comes up here, and then you can just choose what pipeline you want them to be in, what stage. If it's a free trial, that would be like an open opportunity or the open status because they've really not paid you any money yet. But if you know your lifetime value, like maybe every time you get a free trial, you make about $500 from that person. Okay. So you could add the lifetime value here. If you don't know at all, maybe you just want to put a dollar amount just to like get going and start seeing, the level that people are coming in at, or what. There's a million ways that you can use this lead value option. Okay. You also, if I want to sign it to myself, okay, I want to go ahead and do that. And then here is a source. Now there's lots of ways that you can use this source option. When I first started out, I had people that were using Stripe payment gateway, PayPal. Sometimes their PayPal or the Stripe email was different than their account email. So sometimes I would want to put like they paid PayPal and then whatever their PayPal email address was. That way I just have a quick way of getting back to them. Of course, you could always book appointments from here. You can create tasks and different notes as well. Okay. So that's how you could manually update that. Now, if I manually updated this and I came back because maybe their trial was over, Okay. And they actually upgraded, or, their trial was over. They decided to actually become a member. I could change this to one. And what that does is it triggers the value of $67. So that's what we won. So it's going to update my sales pipeline and say, we just earned $67 from this person. Okay. But of course, you can manually move them then to the beginner plan because they are no longer in a trial. Now, that's very easy to do, right? That's not a complicated process, just to enter the contact info and then add this, update them, right? You can totally do this manually. This is not a techie thing. All right. However, once you start getting a lot of leads, you are going to want to automate this process, especially if you have maybe a VA that's working with you or something like that, and they're not techie, but they're great at sales and all those things, right? So you want to set this up to where it is, going to flow for them good. Okay. So you see, we have our pipeline created. So what we want to do to create the automations is go to automation. Okay. Or actually, first, before we do that, let's go ahead and create our tags. So I'm going to go to settings here, and I'm going to go to tags, and then I'm just going to manually create my tags. So I'm going to have a free trial. And then I'm going to have, let's see, I'm going to have beginner plan. And then I'm going to have the business plan. So I'm going to create another tag here. Business plan. I'm going to add. And if you ever need to come back here, like maybe I typed that wrong, or maybe instead of business plan, I decided to change the name of my plans, but I didn't want to have to re-tag everyone and all that, I could come back here and then just edit this. So maybe I want it to be beginner plans or something, right? And then I could just click edit, and then it will update that for me. Okay, so that's really cool that you can edit your tags. But we need one more tag here, and that is professional plan. Okay. So I'm going to click add. So now I have a tag for every stage in my sales pipeline. Okay. But they're not connected to each other. There's no way of, the automations haven't been created yet. Okay. So what we need to do is actually create our automations. And the first thing I like to do is actually just create a folder, and I'm just going to say live training, or, if this was, my actual pipeline, I would just maybe call it my vision plans. Okay, because that helps me stay organized. So I'll say my vision plans, and I'm going to open up this folder here, and let's go ahead and create a workflow. So I'm going to start from scratch, even though you do have all of these recipes that you can choose from. We're going to start from scratch. And now we're in the workflow. Okay, so we've created our sales pipeline, we've created all of the tags. Now we need to create our workflows. So this is actually going to be the free trial. Okay, free trial. And I am just going to add the tag. Now, remember what we said. Everything that, as soon as we tag that person free trial, it's going to trigger a series of workflows. Okay, so I'm going to make the tag my trigger. So I'm going to choose contact tag, and then I'm going to choose when the tag is added. Okay, but we could also choose tag removed. And then I'm going to choose the free trial tag. Okay, so what I'm saying is every time we add free trial tag to any of our contacts, it's going to trigger this process to take place. Okay, so the very first thing we want to do, first of all, you can send emails, you can send text messages, call them, ringless voicemails, Facebook Messenger, Instagram. You can do all these things, right? But we just want to focus on the sales pipeline. Okay, so if you scroll down here, you'll see where it says create update opportunity. Okay, so we could click here. And what we want to say is every time we add the free trial tag, we're going to tell the system what to do with that contact. Okay, so we want to add them to the My Vision Agency pipeline. We want to add them to the free trial beginner plan. And here we can choose the opportunity name. Okay, so that's what's going to show up in bold on the card it creates inside your pipeline. And of course, I like to have their name, right? But if I just type something in here, like if I just type in my name, every single card will say Bridget on there. But I don't want that. I want actually the member's name. Okay, so I'm going to click here to use the tags, the custom values. I'm going to choose the contact here, and I want to choose their full name. Okay, so that is what's going to show up on the contact tag. Maybe I wanted to choose only the first name. I could go back here. I could choose first name. Maybe I just want to do it like this, where I choose first name and then last name. And now I have two tags here, and it will show up whatever their first and last name is. Okay, now here I could also choose the source. So I could go to the contact and I could choose the source to which they signed up, right? Or what I like to do is put free trial, because I know that that is actually the source that we created this pipeline for. Okay, so it's going to show free trial. Now I could choose the lead value. Now technically there isn't a lead value, but as soon as we win this client, okay, they're going to be $67 for that beginner plan. Okay, but we are not, we're still open, right? So we haven't won this. If we won it, like when we do the beginner plan tag, that will be the one. However, they're still in a trial. So this is going to be open. Okay. Now, when we win it, it'll change that to be an actual $67 value. But right now it's open. So we don't want it to add to our sales because we haven't actually won that client yet. Okay. You can also choose to allow the opportunity to move in different stages and duplicate opportunities. We're not going to talk about that today. We don't really need that. So we're just going to keep it like this and then choose Save Action. Okay. Now, again, I could click here and I could, create, additional tags. I could also, maybe I have an offer like in a membership area that I wanted to give them access to and automatically create their username and send them an email. I could do all of these things, right? But we're just going to concentrate on the actual sales pipeline now. Okay. But what's cool about this is if I am in the middle of a conversation, or, maybe I'm doing things semi-manually, like I don't have where someone signs up for HighLevel and a free trial that it's automated. I am working on that process. But until then, what I do is I get the email saying that I have a free trial, and then I tag them free trial, and then it sends them all of the things that I want to send them. Okay, so even though it's not automated, all I have to do is take 2 seconds to tag free trial, and then it does everything for me. Okay. So that's easy to train someone to help you, but it's also easy for you so that you're not spending a bunch of time onboarding this one client for a free trial that may not even convert, right? So what we want to do once you get your pipeline or your workflow exactly how you want it, you want to save, of course, but you also don't forget you want to publish it. Okay, because even if you save it, it's not going to actually work until you have published and then save again. Okay, and if you want to test this workflow, you can do that here. Just enter in a contact to test it with. Okay, and if you want to use yourself, just make yourself a contact and you can send it. Okay, so that's really what we need to do for that free trial. Now, every single person that we talk to, we tag free trial, it's going to do this work for us. Okay, it's going to add a card, it's going to add the value, it's going to do all those things. Now we need to create another pipe or another workflow. So I'm going to click Start from scratch. And then I am going to go ahead and give this a name. So we're going to say beginner plan. Okay, we could even add tag if we want to, just to be specific. And I'm going to click here, and I'm starting with the tag, right? Because we want to choose every time we tag someone with beginner plan, or we have, and this is really cool when you get into more advanced things, when you have a workflow that tags someone in a beginner plan with this tag, it will trigger this workflow as well. Okay, so you may have a completely different system, but as soon as they tag or you tag or the workflow tags beginner plan, it's going to trigger this workflow. Okay. So I'm going to say when tag is added, and then I'm going to choose my specific tag. Okay, so it's beginner plan, and then I'm going to save. That's the trigger for this workflow. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and then I want to go to create update opportunity. Okay, so now I'm going to choose my pipeline, my vision agency, and this time we're choosing the beginner plan. And I want to give my opportunity a name, and it's going to be, let's just say first name, we'll put a space, and then let's say last name here. And then we can create a opportunity source. I'm going to say beginner plan. And then we could give a lead value, which is $67. But when they get tagged this, that means that we won the opportunity. Okay, so now that we've won it in this stage, it's going to be $67. It's going to add that to our sales pipeline. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. And again, we could click here and we could continue the automations and lots of things that we can do. Okay, you could even, maybe this was a tag that said canceled and you wanted to like revoke the access to your membership area, or something like that, right? We also have some more advanced automations. So once you get that, all you need to do is publish and then save. Okay, so we have two more things that we need to create, two more workflows. Okay, so we have the free trial and then we have the beginner plan. So let's go ahead and create the professional, or I'm sorry, the business plan. So let's go ahead and give our workflow a name. We're going to say business plan tag. And let's choose our trigger. So we're going to choose when the contact is tagged with our specific tag, which is the beginner, or I'm sorry, the business plan. So I'm going to choose that and save. But what if what if they upgrade from the beginner plan to the business plan? Okay. Maybe what we want to do is click to remove contact tag. Okay, so maybe we want to remove beginner plan and maybe we want to remove free trial. Okay, so we can click save action. And now they don't have, as soon as we tag them business plan, it's going to remove any free trial tag or the beginner plan tag, and it's going to replace it with the business plan tag. Okay, so as soon as we tag with the business plan, it's going to remove these other tags. Okay, we could even add the professional plan if we want to, and then that way if they decided to downgrade, then it would remove the professional plan. Okay, so I'm going to click save there. And of course, we want to update our opportunity. So I'm going to go to create, update opportunity, and we're going to move this person into the business plan. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and get the opportunity name. This time I'll just choose full name, and we could create the source. We'll just put business plan. And then we can give the lead value, and this plan is actually valued at $97. So we're going to say 97. And if they move to this stage, okay, then that is going to be considered won. So we won that opportunity. So it will add $97 to our sales pipeline. Okay. And then we want to save. All right. So we can go ahead and publish and then save again. So we have one left here. Anthony says, thank you for this. You are so, so welcome. I just was updating all of my automations and everything. And every time I'm doing something, I know that you guys probably need to know how to do it as well. So that's the things that I love to teach on, is the things I'm actually doing. So this is an absolute godsend when it comes to keeping track of all of your leads, and even your members. So let's go ahead and put a professional plan here. Oops. And we want to go ahead and trigger with the tag. So I'm going to say contact tag, and then we're going to choose tag added, and then we can choose professional plan. So let's find it. We could also search. So let's choose, there we go. And we have our tag. All right. Now we probably want to remove any other tags. So we probably want to remove beginner plan, and then the free trial, we'll remove that one. And then we probably want to remove any business plan. Now, if the contact does not have these tags, it's no big deal. It's just if they are there, then we want to remove them. Okay, that'll help us stay organized. All right, so now that we've removed those tags, of course, we want to go to our create and update opportunity again. And this time we want to choose the professional plan. As soon as it loads here, I'm going to take this opportunity to get a drink of water. Okay, so Now we are in my vision agency pipeline again, and we have the professional plan. Okay, so as soon as we tag them, they're going to move to that stage in the sales pipeline. We're going to go ahead and give them a name. Let's just choose full name again, and then let's choose the source is professional plan. Now the lead value here is $147. And of course, if they get to that point, we have won that opportunity. So we're going to set the status at 1, and then we're going to click save. And then of course we want to publish and save. So now here is the cool part. Okay, so let's say that I just got a notification. Okay, that this Anthony signed up for a free trial. Okay, so what I want to do is let's actually let's choose this person here. Okay, so let's say this person here signed up for a free trial. All right, what I want to do is click here, free trial, right? So I'm just going to their profile. Now let me refresh here. Make sure that it recognizes my tags. So I've just spoken to this person, right? Or maybe I got the email, or however I found out, or I could even have automations that, for example, if you're using like Pabbly or some kind of payment system, you could have it, set up with webhooks and things to add a tag. So maybe my automations added the tag of free trial. Okay, so as soon as they check out through Pabbly or through HighLevel or whatever your checkout system, you could have it add the tag free trial, and then it will trigger all of your automations. So let's go ahead and click save. Okay, and now if we go to our opportunities here and we go to our pipeline, my vision agency, then we see that this person is now in the free trial stage. Okay, but let's go in here. Let's find another person. Okay, so let's just say that we're having a really busy, effective month, and we want to click here, and maybe this person actually is in the professional plan. Okay, so they just signed up for the professional plan. I'm going to tag them and click save. And now when I go back to my opportunities, and you see here, I don't see the card, but the reason I don't see the card is because this is on the open. Okay, so you can toggle this on. So maybe you just want to see all the ones that are open, but if you want to see all of them that are on, or all, that are whatever, you can toggle that to all, and then you'll see all of them. And you'll see here that it says 1. It also has the value that we have created. It also has the source, which is our professional plan. We can assign it to ourselves. That's something that we could also put in the workflow to assign to ourselves. And then you see here the opportunity name. Okay, so we have the actual name there, and that's what's going to show up on the card. Okay, so that is really how easy it is, right? So it doesn't matter. You could be using HighLevel, you could be using Pabbly, you could use PayPal, whatever you want to use, whatever payment system, and then you can set up all of these automations. Okay, so what if I am now talking to this Sean Murphy person, okay, and he decides that he wants to downgrade from the professional plan to the business plan. Okay, so what I can do is remove that tag, and then I can tag that with the business plan and then save. Let's go back to the opportunities, and let's do, oh, it's not going to update because I didn't choose that option in the automations. Let me show you, because if that ever happens to you, you definitely need to know. So we chose this, and then we go to professional plan, and here, when it says allow opportunity to move to any previous stage in the pipeline, we want to make sure that's toggled on if you are going to allow them to, if you're setting up your sales pipeline like this where they're going to be able to downgrade, then you would want to do that. Okay, so if we go back to our opportunities here, let's refresh. Okay, and let's take this. Oops, click here, and then we'll go here. We could even do this here. So let's do professional plan again. Let's just test this out and update. Oh, but see, it does change it. So, if you're going to do the downgrading and things like that, there are a few more automations and things that we need to do. Like you can see that it didn't change the value, but this can all be updated with your automations. Okay, it's just important that you know the process so that when you are getting everything set up, and you don't have to be really overwhelmed with all the automations and things. That's why I showed you the manual way. Okay, so if I was manually talking to this person here. Okay. And, or maybe again, like I said, I got the email and this person had upgraded to one of my offers or something. I could just come here, tag them, and then everything is taken care of. Okay. Now, of course, you can set up automations where it automatically tags as well, and then you're even more hands off. But just so that you know the manual way of setting it all up so that you can really get a good overview of where all of your money is coming from and how you can improve. And, maybe you need to spend more time prospecting. Maybe you need to, focus on a specific plan and create an offer around that plan because that's what everyone's interested in. There's so many things that you can do with the sales pipeline. And it will also update your dashboard here. Okay, so if we go to, let's do this past week. Actually, I don't think that that's going to work. So let's do the last 7 days. You'll see that we had 2 people because of the automations that we just set up. We had 2 people. We got a value of 164, and this shows our conversion rate of 50%. Okay, because we have 2 offers, and one of them we won, and then the other, you can see here, the other is still open because it's a free trial. Okay. So, hopefully, you guys are super, super excited about setting up your sales pipelines. When you integrate that with the training that we did earlier this week with the Genius Messenger CRM, and then you add your leads to your own pipeline within your HighLevel system, it really just takes everything to a whole other level. Okay. So thank you so, so much for joining me. If you're not a member yet, go to myvisionagency.com and get a free trial. I will see you all tomorrow for our Friday Q&A. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.